If you're thinking about buying the PS5, hold on for a second because I've got some truths to share that might just change your mind. But here's what surprised me. The PS5 isn't all glossy graphics and lightning speed loading like the ads promise. In fact, there are some glaring issues that most reviews don't talk about. However, don't click away just yet because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly who this console is truly for, and I'll explain why despite the problems, the PS5 might still be worth it. Believe me, this isn't your typical fanboy review. Right off the bat, let's address the obvious. The PS5 boasts stunning games with incredible graphics, a custom CPU, GPU, and a lightning-fast SSD that promises to rewrite how you experience gaming. But if you expect smooth sailing, brace yourself. Many users have reported overheating issues during prolonged sessions. Yes, while the console includes a state-of-the-art cooling system, some hardcore gamers notice the hulking white beast gets pretty warm, and not necessarily in a "wow, gaming is heating up" way, but enough to raise concerns about long-term durability. Stick around because I'll break down how this might impact your investment and what you can do about it. Now, if you're aiming for deeper immersion, the PS5's haptic feedback and adaptive triggers sound amazing. Imagine feeling every arrow released or engine rev in your hands through the DualSense controller. However, here's the twist. Some gamers have reported inconsistent performance with these features. In certain games, triggers feel more like a light tap than a powerful resistance, making the immersion less immersive. So, are these tech perks truly groundbreaking, or just marketing buzzwords? I'll revisit this in a moment after we delve deeper. Before we go further, here's a quick question for you. Have you ever bought a new gadget only to realize the accessories you need cost almost as much as the device itself? The PS5 isn't immune to this. From extra controllers to high-quality headsets to fully enjoy 3D audio, these extras can quickly boost your total price well beyond $569.99. But don't worry, I've got some cost-saving tips coming your way that could save your wallet. Let's dive deeper into the performance. Sony's custom CPU and GPU combination on the PS5 is nothing short of impressive on paper. The console can run games at 4K resolution with up to 120 frames per second, a dream for gamers with high-end TVs. The ultra-high-speed SSD drastically cuts load times. For example, games like Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales load in seconds instead of minutes. Sounds perfect, right? Well, not exactly. Some players have found that while the loading times are marvelously fast, other performance issues like frame rate drops and occasional stuttering pop up in open-world games, annoying hiccups that can pull you right out of the action. Speaking of Marvel's latest adventures on PS5, the visuals are jaw-dropping, and when combined with 3D audio, you get this incredible spatial soundscape, where you literally hear enemies sneaking up behind you or city sounds shifting around your head. It's like gaming's version of being there. But here's the catch. Not all games support these features equally. Some indie titles don't utilize the tech at all, and others have half-baked implementation. So the promise of breathtaking immersion depends heavily on which games you play. Now, let's talk about storage. The PS5 ships with a custom 825 GB SSD, which sounds big until you realize the operating system, and built-in apps eat up roughly 200 GB, leaving around 625 GB for games. With modern AAA titles sometimes hitting 100 GB, you might be juggling limited space sooner than you expect. Although Sony has started supporting additional NVMe SSDs for storage expansion, the process isn't plug-and-play and requires users to navigate firmware updates and compatibility lists. This means not everyone will be able to easily swap out or add storage, which is a big downside if you already have a huge digital library. Here's a mini rehook. Imagine you're ready to unbox your shiny new console, but then realize the only physical disc version available costs $70 and runs louder than a jet engine. Yes, the PS5 Digital Edition is quieter because it lacks a disk drive, but only supports digital downloads. So if you still buy physical copies or sell games after playing, you might be forced into the more expensive and louder version. Which would you choose? Think about that before your wallet gets a heart attack. Another point rarely mentioned in the hype: software and user interface. The PS5 introduces a brand new UI that looks slick but can feel confusing initially, especially if you're upgrading from PS4. Certain features like switching between games or accessing settings are not as intuitive and require multiple button presses. I once joked with a friend that navigating the PS5's menus is like trying to find the exit in an IKEA. Everyone gets lost for a few minutes. Sony needs to smooth this out with updates, but patience is key. For the social gamers out there, PS5 offers deep integration with PlayStation Plus, which bundles online multiplayer, free monthly games, and cloud saves. However, the online experience isn't flawless either. Players sometimes report server disconnects during peak hours and frustrating matchmaking times in popular games. So if your gaming nights depend on smooth multiplayer action, this might be an important consideration. Now, who exactly is the PS5 for? If you are a player who craves cutting-edge graphics, enjoys blockbuster single-player titles, and appreciates innovations like haptic feedback and immersive 3D audio, the PS5 delivers. But if you're someone who prefers indie games, wants plug-and-play storage upgrades, or desires a silent machine that runs flawlessly for years, you might want to pause. For families or casual gamers, the remastered PS4 Pro could be a cost-effective alternative without major compromises. Let's inject a little humor here. Why did the gamer bring a fan to the PS5 launch party? Because the console needed some cooling off from all that heat. Also, PSA, don't try to store your pizza slice on the PS5's SSD expecting it to load faster. This is not how technology works, but hey, the graphics might make it look that real. On the bright side, Sony continues to release game after game that showcase the PS5's true power. Exclusive titles like Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart shine with near-instantaneous loading, vibrant worlds, and controller features that make you forget real life. Plus, Sony's continual software updates aim to fix bugs, improve UI navigation, and add requested features. So there is a clear commitment to polish. Security is another area where the PS5 steps up. With integrated hardware-based security measures, the console aims to prevent cheating and hacking in multiplayer scenarios and secures your account data better than ever. This means fewer frustrations from hackers ruining your game or identity theft fears, important in today's digital age. If you're the kind who values design, the PS5 is a statement piece. Its futuristic white and black design with bold curves stands out in any entertainment center, a huge jump from the chunky black boxes of previous PlayStations. However, some argue it's too big, making it tough to fit into standard TV stands. So measuring your space before purchasing could save you a headache. Here's another joke to lighten things up. How many PS5s does it take to change a light bulb? 1. But it takes 30 minutes to download the patch that fixes the blinking light issue. Okay, maybe not entirely accurate, but close enough. Towards the end of our honest review, let's summarize. The PS5 delivers jaw-dropping graphics, near-instant loading with its ultra-high-speed SSD, and immersive gameplay through haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. It's a powerhouse console suitable for gamers seeking the latest in gaming technology and exclusive titles. But it's not perfect. Issues like overheating, limited storage, loud disk drives, unintuitive UI, and inconsistent feature support stick out. If you can overlook these problems and prioritize next-gen gaming experiences, the PS5 remains an extraordinary purchase and a worthwhile investment in entertainment. Just be prepared for some learning curves, potential extra costs, and the occasional bug. If you want the best price right now, check the Amazon link in the description below. Prices fluctuate rapidly due to demand, so don't wait too long to grab this console. Remember, owning a PS5 is more than just buying a gadget. It's joining a new era of gaming with incredible potential. As the library grows and software updates polish the system, those early headaches will fade, turning your investment into endless hours of gaming joy. If you enjoyed this review and want more honest takes on viral tech, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching and happy gaming.